Hey guys, how are ya? Thought I would show you my amazing, in quotation marks, if you can't hear those from my voice already, Amius Normal team. Unfortunately, this rotation, I think I could definitely fight the hard boss because I have like Pythion and Newt and all kinds of Rector Death I used last time, all kinds of good stuff. But unfortunately, I actually like I got this key and this key, and it's actually this that I don't really have any ways to address this, unfortunately. So yeah, it's actually I can't even get the third key to make it there. So not a strong rotation for me. But I did, pretty much everything on normal. Oh wow, scarab fight here too. Okay. I think I was just did I not beat this? I thought I did. Okay, whatever. So we'll come back to that later. Sorry, I thought I had beaten everything. So this was the team I used for normal. I think it's mostly fine. I'll show you one part of it that's not fine. So fortunately, they just did the Mithrala event, so I do have the 4-star Brimstone. Didn't feel like going all the way for the 5-star. I've got White Dryad Nia, who I got recently. Pythion Venomage has some useful stuff. Heal reduction, poisons, etc. So I've actually got quite a few poisons between Venomage. I keep wanting to say Venomancer like Dota. I get those confused. So quite a few poisons. Padrig. Padrig is maybe, I would probably replace Padrig. I'll show you why. I'll show you why. So this is the run. Naturally you want to start here on the defeat screen. That's probably going to be your starting point. Mithrala in the lead for accuracy because this fight takes like obnoxious amounts of accuracy. You can do whatever you want here. As you guys probably know, he's got the 2 abilities. So this one is going to decrease the duration of his own debuffs and decrease the duration of your buffs, if I remember correctly. This one is the AoE stun, and this is the one that basically reverses the debuffs that are on him. So like decreased attack is going to go to increased attack, which you definitely don't want, particularly going into the second phase. So basically hold off on doing anything, that's going to get reversed until this ability has been used. So, I'm just kind of opening up with A1s, stuff like this. I don't even care about using her ally protect. Everything's going to get healed anyway. He's going to full heal anyway. Nothing I can really do to prevent that. Got the inspiring rhythm. So this is the point where I actually do want to come out with the black debuffs because I want to block the stun on second ability. So that shall happen. That would have been the stun, but we're blocking. Fortunately, we got a Brimstone. It's just dumb how necessary almost Brimstone is. It's not necessary. I did do it last time without it, but it helps so much. It's just silly. We're getting lots of extra turns, which actually is decreasing the cooldown of him going into his alternate form, but it's not a huge deal. Could be worse. Not too concerned about it. He's going there anyway, so may as well just let him. And as you guys know, when he goes into the second form, he's going to remove all of our buffs and replace them with the opposite debuff. So that's why I'm not using like the ally protect. I'm not using the increased defense. I'm not using block debuffs. I'm not doing anything like this yet. Just keep stacking on those poisons. Just get some A1s. Now we're going into the second form. Huge fan. Unresistible sleep. Brimstone doing work. Okay. So, yeah. Here you have to kind of be careful depending on what your team was. I didn't realize that Venomage, he actually did not have decreased accuracy on. But if you have a team with increased accuracy, then it would have all gotten replaced with decreased accuracy here. And then, so you might want to prevent, like, don't use any debuffs until you get a cleanse, like that. So we'll get rid of all that nasty stuff. And once again, I'm just going for the poisons and the potential Brimstone proc. Nia, she's got the ally protect and the baby strengthen for everybody. So that's really good. It's going to help us out a lot during this part, as you can see. And then Venomage, actually on the A2, he has decreased defense, decreased attack. So that's really good because you do want decreased attack on during this part because there's a lot of there's a lot of damage. And then as you guys know, the scariest part of the fight is when these two abilities are on cooldown and he's going to use his A1, which is like the ignore shield, ignore defense, ignore everything kind of ability. And basically, unless your team is very, very good, in my experience, if he kills even one of your champions, it will just be too much to recover from. It's just going to go into the whole, you know, because it pops up the cooldown on that other ability again, all the buffs get removed again, and, you know, the cycle just kind of like goes too crazy to get in check. And then the reason I said maybe switch out Pedrig is because his A1 has the potential to decrease an ally's skill, and this messed me up so many times. It's like the type of thing where, like, when you're playing your Hydra fight or whatever, this never happens, but now that you're here, where if a skill gets decreased, he will use his A1 and probably kill someone, it, like, happens every time. So yeah, be a little careful. Maybe want to choose someone different. I was just playing it and I saw it. I was like, okay, this can, you know, if I just get a little luckier, like, this is fine. So I just kind of kept at it. So this is the ability. You can see that that would have done a lot more damage, but we had the ally protect, so they're kind of splitting the damage between them. So that was super helpful. I'm just going with the poisons. This dude's ignoring my defense anyway, so no point in using the Mithrala one. See, there it is, there it is. That was the decreased skill cooldown. So he's angry about it. He's using that. But once again, you know, we're kind of splitting the damage here, so it's not catastrophic. And you can see how the ally protect is, like, basically necessary on my team for this fight, or else people definitely would have died. We can use the non-baby strengthen from Mithrala to see he's using it again. Oh my god. But fortunately, he had the decreased attack on the entire time. That's the other reason we were able to survive. So now we're back in this form. And in this form, you have to be a little careful because when he comes out of the Eclipse form, he might use either one of these abilities, just kind of depending on what's happening. So you can see that the timing was a little bad for me, and he did go with the stun. So I do have people who are stunned. And I also, the decreased defense got reversed back to increased defense, and the decreased attack got reversed back to increased attack. And personally, like, for my team, this is not the most detrimental thing that could happen to you. For my team, the worst thing that could happen is actually if I had used Venomage's healing reduction ability, and then if that got converted into a continuous heal, that would actually be the worst thing that could happen because he would heal like crazy. So that's actually worst case. So basically, just be careful about using heal reduction toward the end of the Eclipse form, because he'll probably just go immediately into this form and convert it to continuous heal. So you don't want to do that. So just, that would be my tip for that part. We have Python, so we can just cleanse this, get some more poisons, keep doing our thing. Use that. I'm pondering. So I am going to use the heal reduction here, I guess, because he's not going to reverse it. He's already used that, so I just figured, hey, no harm in using that. Everything's cool. And you can see, I mean, it's normal. So the increased attack during this form is not like super devastating, especially because we have Python. We're taking reduced damage with all the buffs. And yeah, still heal reduction, got some decreased defense. We're kind of going more poisons. Use that. You can use that ability like when he's going to go into the form anyway. So, you know, like the cooldown reduction thing. This was kind of greedy. I shouldn't have done this because he's getting low and he's about to go into Eclipse, right? And he cannot die during Eclipse. So it was very greedy to use the ally attack, which procced the Brimstone, which you know, of course, like the brimstone never procs when you actually want it to. So you're gonna see I actually do mess up. That's why this is much longer than it needs to be. And I know he's gonna go into his form, so I'm not using any of the good buffs because they're all gonna get taken away. So there you go. And yeah, unfortunately, he is going to kill himself with brimstone. So we're coming back to this form, sadly. So yeah, that was my mistake. I got greedy, but it's okay. We have a million cleanses. We'll get the gang back up. We'll reboot. More poisons. That's fine. Keeping an eye on the abilities. Just go with the A1. Nothing crazy. Use that heal. See, now now nothing's going on with the brimstone now that it would be nice. We use the ally attack, no harm in that. Since we've totally messed it up, going through that would have been the stun again, the ramp of chaos. Going back through, probably don't need to show you all of this part, you know, it's just same thing as last time. I just messed up, so this fight took me twice as long as it should have. Can stay super healthy during this part. Get our ally protect going again. Our decreased attack, decrease defense, super good ability. We're so strengthened and ally protected that that's not a big deal. So you can see that I've learned my lesson. I'm not gonna use the ally protect. I think I'm just gonna go with the inspiring rhythm. Nothing crazy, you know, there's no need to go through that part a third time. And then once again, you got to be careful using the heal reduction here. So I'm just going to go with the poisons because he's going to swap back. And we don't want anything weird. Nothing weird this time. Everybody just stick to those A1s. Some people are going to get stunned. That's fine. But like he's like right there. So you can also see he did switch back. He did reverse it. And he did turn the healing reduction into a continuous heal. So that is very bad. But that is why you hang on to, or actually, I think I just, reduced his cooldown with Nia just to make sure we could get the heal reduction on. So that doesn't make a difference. And then, oh my god, we're so close. It's happening. Oh. Now we can use the ally protect freely. Just gonna go with poisons again. Get some mega Pythion damage out there. And just go with the poison detonation here on the A1, and boom. He's dead. Woo! So I got all this gear that I probably sold. Definitely sold, actually, because, yeah, I think there might have been a couple good ones. But, so as you can see, Mithrala, it's really just the brimstone, which is really stupid that your main damage in a fight isn't even the characters themselves. It's just coming from a stupid awakening. So, I could rant about this for hours, but we all know it's just silly fights. Venomage with the poisons. Everybody else just supporting healing. Honestly, I think every time I've beaten this fight, regardless of the difficulty afterward, I was just kind of like, wow, that wasn't worth the hour or, whatever it took to not get bad RNG on the ignore defense part. So that was the team this rotation. Like I said, sadly, no hard for me this rotation, but that's fine. I think I'm gonna make it. But okay, hope you guys are having good weeks and you all take care of yourselves. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.